Right. Let's get started. All right, so when you are ready to start your project and you've chosen your photograph that you're going to be tracing, thank you, Belle. This is the one that I'm going to use. Where are you? It's JPEG right here. So this is not my project. This is, let me be clear, this is just a photograph that you're going to use. You still have to make your canvas first. So, file new. I'm glad it did this. Photoshop has been doing this to me. It's defaulting to pixels. No, Photoshop, don't do that, please. Inches. Always check that first. All right, so for the width, you're going to set up an 18 as a portrait orientation. Sorry, did I say 18? I meant 12. A width of 12 and a height of 18. Resolution 144. I don't know where that came from. I've never made a canvas with a resolution 144. Nor should you. 300, 3000. All right, so we're looking at a 12 by 18 inches, 300 RGB 8-bit white. That has to be done exactly like that. So, side by side. Drag, release. You are now finished with the photograph JPEG from the camera. You will never see it again. Get rid of it. Don't do any artwork on it. You'll have to restart because right-click image size. This is the correct canvas, a 12 by 18, 300. Now what we have to do is we have to crop it, and to demonstrate what that looks like, let's look at these. You are going to be at some point near the end of this project drawing out a caption bubble with the pen tool or pencil tool in Adobe Illustrator. You're going to add some line character, line personality to it. And you're going to place some kind of an object of your choice inside of that caption bubble. We need to make room for that caption bubble. So take a look at how this is cropped on this canvas. Cropped meaning you're not going to use the entire picture. So you can have your caption bubble on the left, or you can have your caption bubble on the right. Here's an example of caption bubble on the right. You can see it just depends on the student where you want to put it. So let's crop this. I like this view. You can press F to change the view of your workspace. F. When I'm cropping, I like this view, so press F. Command minus or window minus, Command T. This is too much. I'm not doing my arms in the table, so I'm going to bring this, make it larger, larger, larger. Okay, maybe that's too big. Bring this down a little bit, yeah. So this is what cropping is. You're going to lose some of this picture, and that's just fine. So I'll probably place, not probably, I'll definitely have to place my caption bubble in the object in the upper right-hand corner. So I'm just going to press Enter. Okay. You see this white here on the side and at the top? That's totally fine, because remember, this is just the picture layer. You're going to do your tracing on top of this in Adobe Illustrator. So File, save a copy. Computer, I always recommend desktop. And this is where you're going to want to title this Me. Just title it Me. Me meaning you. Me, desktop, and for format, you're going to choose JPEG. Save. This is going to pop up. This is important. Sometimes this is way down here. And maybe that's selected. You have to choose baseline standard and slide this all the way to the right, maximum 12. Press OK. You are finished with Photoshop for now. Don't need to save the PSD. Move into Illustrator for tracing. Create new. Again, you're going to want, mine's already, I created it before, so it's defaulting here. It's 12 by 18 inches, of course. You can leave this color mode CMYK. That's not important, and you don't have to click more settings. I'm going to click it. What are my options here? Just leave it. Yeah. Wait. You know what? Click more settings and make sure that says Raster FX 300. Create document. file, not file open. Always when you're importing a picture to trace, it's file place. That's really important, file place. And you're going to find your me JPEG. There it is. And you're going to hover your cursor in the top left, right where you see it turns pink, a little bit pink right there. On the left-hand side and top, there's a little skinny pink line. That means if I click, it'll literally go exactly, it'll place it exactly where I need it to be. The reason why it's perfect like this is because it's the exact same canvas in Photoshop, 12 by 18, 300. So just click off. You know what, you could click on and take the opacity down. Sorry, don't click off. Click back on with the selection tool and bring the opacity down. This is something that I had already done to your previous assignments for you. I made the canvases and I put them in Canvas. Yeah, how about that? And then you downloaded them. I actually did the opacity thing, so I don't know what the number is. There's no magic number. For me, it's definitely not 100. It's going to be probably, I don't know, somewhere in the 60s. But it's totally up to you. I don't like even numbers. I'm weird. 69. Maybe 71. Yeah, 71's good. OCD. How about that? That's right. I'm OCD. Lock this right here in this little empty layer. Click, and you're going to put a padlock on. Actually, before you do that, I want you to title this delete layer or delete later. I don't really care, just delete, because you need to remind yourself to delete this. Lock, gotta lock it. Right here in this little empty area, click, it'll put a padlock on. Go down to this little plus icon and it will create a new layer, and that's where you're gonna do your trace art or line art. Line art. File. Save as computer. This is now your project. You want to make sure that you title your project properly. Title it your first name, pop art. We'll talk about what pop art is later. Portrait. P-R-A-I-T. First name, pop art portrait. Desktop, yes. Illustrator. This is a working Illustrator document. Just made a mistake. This is actually, you don't have to do the pop art thing here. Just title this me again, actually, because when you finish your line art, then you're going to put it in Photoshop, and Photoshop will be your final. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Just me AI. AI is Adobe Illustrator. Save. Extremely important, this step. You want to make sure that you include the linked file. So where you see this little box here, you have to check mark that. Those were previously checked for you when I made the canvases. Now you have to do it yourself. So this is going to be empty. You're responsible to put that check mark there and press OK. The linked file is your photograph underneath. It will not be there if you forget to put a check mark. It'll just open up as a white canvas. You'll have to redo it. So include linked files, press OK. I'm going to close this out and make sure I did it properly. Open. Let's see. Where did I save the desktop? Should be me AI. I'm going to open it up and look. The layers are there. Delete later. Locked. Line art. Opacity taken down. I'm ready to start tracing. Good luck. By the way, if you mess up any of those steps, you'll have to start over. It has to be done exactly like that. Say bye-bye.